Yeah.
What up, though?
Welcome back to this Maniac Collection
podcast 2050, kicking it off.
Yeah.
We got our guests in the building.
We got the guests.
360 615.
It's 360ville Enterprise, 360 booth. We just started our business. We definitely amped and ready for it. Got my girl LP with me, Lauren.
Yeah. Let them know. First off, my bad. Let them know who y'all is right now. Let them know who we talking to.
Okay, my bad. First and foremost, it's your boy T.Y. I'm from the Chi, but I'm a resident of Nashville.
Shot-town.
20 years, so
building.
I am a Nashville native now. But
shout out 615 too.
615. Y'all know what it is. This is Nashville though. This is Nashville. This is the culture.
All day.
My name is Lauren. I'm originally from Chicago, but I was raised in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay. Jackson. Let's go.
Jackson.
Tennessee in the building. Nashville, man. We going crazy.
Okay.
Don't, my bad. Let them know a little bit about y'all business again. You got the 360 booth, you said?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
let them know how y'all started that and how y'all, got that running right now. What they need to know.
So me and T.Y. were working together on his podcast, and one night I was like, I'm thinking about doing a 360 photo booth, and T.Y. was like, me too. Me and this other guy, Daryl, are thinking about doing it soon.
Definitely was the same idea, but I met Lauren doing videography. That's how we actually met at a event where a bunch of rappers. She was doing interviews, I was doing interviews, and that's basically how we've been connecting. Probably been 2-3 years since then, and then how we actually first started doing business. She did a wedding, and she offered me to be a assistant to help her shoot
lit.
it. And since then, I'm like, see, we got something in common. Let's start something
together. See, that's what it's all
about.
about, man. Rubbing shoulders. I'm telling y'all, man, you get to know good people. Yeah. Good people be behind things, and then y'all could just start something, have a great business.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Great business venture. For real, straight up. And you say you got a podcast.
Yeah.
What's the name of your podcast? Let them
name
know
of the podcast is Truth Lounge TV. It's for us, even though we stole FUBU shit, but it is for us, by us.
Right.
It's the collective for black people. We talk about a lot of things on there. We do a lot of relationship. We try to steer from the relationship, but it seemed that our core audience love the relationship because a lot of people at this age, like I'm 43, I know I don't look it, but you know what I mean? Even at her age, a lot of people want to know what it is that black people miss.
Fact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of information that we may not saw in our own households. You know what I mean? I grew up in a single parent household, so I never seen a man love on my mother.
Facts.
So, and then I hate to say this, I always say on my podcast, but the movies and the music, that was the message that I got from women. So, like I said, my favorite line from Boys in the Hood when they went to go eat, and they was like, I don't know if you can't cuss, but they was like, girls gotta eat too. When he like, bitches gotta eat. He's like, well, you gotta be bitches. Hoes gotta eat too. So that mindset growing up in the 80s, 90s, Too Short, it took me a while to learn how to love a woman the right way.
That's facts, bro.
Taking
That's
the
facts.
information that I know. I was married for 17 years, and I try to take a little information, my don'ts and my do's, and try to push that in the podcast a little bit, give a little people foresight on that. So
Yeah,
That's real,
what's
that's
up.
real,
That's what's
that's
up.
real.
We do need a lot of intellect in on that. It's a lot of people that be out here moving and they be kind of confused, but you putting out the
Guilty.
message, setting the
Oh,
tone.
I'm still guilty too.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Guilty to the mother. I'm sorry, but guilty. You know what I'm saying?
For real. So I wouldn't mind coming to your podcast.
I would love to have you as a guest. Both of y'all, y'all come on,
I
y'all
wouldn't
come
mind
on and
coming
y'all
through
talk y'all truth.
Yeah.
I know y'all. How long? I think, hey, look, I'm gonna get the podcast, bro. I had to catch myself. But how long y'all been doing y'all thing?
Okay.
Man, we've been doing it. This is my sister.
Okay,
by the way,
okay,
you know what I'm saying?
okay.
We've been doing this for a while, especially like with the name. The name started when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? Kids, like you said, you know what I'm saying? We come from a single parent household too. So the things that we learned either came from the streets or from the music or from, you know what I'm saying, TV and stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like we created a bond between our family, you know what I'm saying? We call ourselves the Maniacs, and you know what I'm saying? Ever since then, we went with this whole motto, 2050. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be them ones till 2050. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we run with. We run with Maniac Collection 2050. We've been doing it ever since then. You know what I'm saying? We started it like back in what, Like,
Well, we dropped the logo 2020, the first
Yeah.
one, but we've been doing it since 2000.
yeah, we've been doing it since the early 2000s.
But it
Like I
just
said, since we was
originally got
kids.
stamped in our originality because we had already been in that form of acting on it, you know.
Okay.
So we
Facts.
dropped it in 2020, the first logo. It was "Excuse me, are you a maniac?"
Yeah.
And then I just brought them to life. You know, we
Yeah,
just
that's what I got on
dropped
right now.
this
You know what I'm
2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
We going towards the future, so all the features that's on the side of him got a lot to do with the futuristic coming with tubes for our air. You know, try to figure out a way to make our environment more better,
Yeah.
to where we don't have to be.
We basically put out there like everybody a
suffocated with
maniac for
mask on to
something.
breathe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We
Right.
like you a maniac for something. You a maniac for your craft. You know what I'm saying? You could be crazy in love with your craft. You could just be crazy in love or
Yeah,
True.
anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But
True.
that's what we
set
go.
the
That's what
tone
we
for.
set
Okay.
it for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how
Well,
we do that like that.
I know if y'all would like to come out, I know June 14th. I know it's the day before Father's Day, but we actually throwing our first art show. It's gonna be we called it Art in Antioch, but we changed the name because it's gonna be the day before Father's Day. We're gonna have some vendors, food trucks, spoken word, things like that. So it's
Cool.
located at 410 Collins Park in Antioch. I love y'all come out.
Oh, we
Most
definitely gonna
definitely
come. You
coming.
know, we could definitely come out there, man.
Okay.
Show
always
love,
love
man.
to
We
show
love
support.
showing support.
That's what we're
Okay.
standing here for.
That's
to
one
show
thing
that,
we do.
You know, we
You know
do
what I'm
got
saying?
people that's in our culture that relate to us like a soul family. We show up. You know what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
we got peoples out here. You know, they don't think nobody cared. They ain't finna put no effort towards it. But you show up and show out, and show up and stand in your purpose. You know, you got peoples that's riding like that too.
Facts.
You know?
That's real.
And that's
real.
us. We already claiming that. We stamped that, and we going 2050 towards that.
Yeah,
You know, we trying
yeah.
to make a better future,
what
especially
we
for our
going.
kids. Like you say, we in our 40s. We here to make great standards. You know what I'm saying? Be great role models and leaders, whether we had it or not. We know we want to change. You know what I'm saying? And the change start with us, and we gonna make it happen
Definitely
for
do.
the future, especially for these kids coming up, so they
Yeah.
can have an ordained reason. You know.
They definitely do. So, Lauren,
Yeah.
what you got a podcast?
No,
You know?
I am a videographer.
Videographer. I'm sorry. So can you let us know a little bit more about like your work and like things that you been doing? You got anything like recently you just dropped or got going?
Yeah, so basically, I shoot for brands, artists. I do events. I do event reels, like recap reels of events,
Right.
and shoot promo videos for brands and artists.
Okay.
Eventually, I wanted to start shooting music videos and writing my own films and
Right.
creating.
Get into
more.
the movie making and all of that.
Yeah.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's what's up. So
up.
making the you said you make promo reels, right?
Yes.
Promo reels. Okay, so like I mean I know that some of that is like kind of like tough work. Like how do you manage with it? Like as far as like putting everything together and getting everything out on time and having to talk to people, you know what I'm saying, on time and having everything going like.
Well, it's crazy you say that because I'm socially awkward and I'm an introvert. So
Right.
it's like when I met T.Y., he's the person that kind of helps me get out my shell.
Right.
He's kind of like my voice, really.
That's
Like,
what's
he
up.
does the
That's what's up.
talking and I'll do the shooting.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up. That's gonna
the
bring you
other
around
end
to
to it,
come out
yeah.
to your creativity, because
Yeah.
it calls for us to have that too. Because I was an introvert too, but I always was loud spoken with my brothers. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
real
what's
tight.
up.
That's dope. man.
Everybody need a person like that though. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't just gonna say like you need that, but like if you got a person like that, it actually motivates you more. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be the type of person to step in the room and make this people talk to these people. You feel me?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just off of what you bringing and how you
The energy.
bringing your energy
Yeah.
and your aura. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody should have somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? You can attract people to you. You know what I'm saying? Just through what you putting out. You putting out good energy. You know what
Teamwork
I'm
is
saying?
teamwork. That
Exactly.
ain't a lie.
That,
You know?
that's the
Big
truth.
facts.
That's the
'Cause
truth.
we brought Lauren on to to our podcast to give us insight that we may be missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I say, the guy co-host with, he 48. The way he think and the way I think, and then she have this fresher outlook from what she see, what's eye catching. So she gave us a few ideas, and she's still working with us to help us refine it. I like I said, sometimes stuff be unpolished. You know what I mean? I think, and working with people too, that may be sometimes the whole collective trying to figure it out. Because like I
Right.
said, we more work off the whim, and
Yeah.
then I've noticed as we come with Lauren, she's more structure based. You know what I mean? You know, so trying to figure out how to make that work and finite it together. So
it's going
that's, you know,
it's going to work.
so-
It's
you know
gonna
what I'm
work.
saying?
Yeah.
Just from the way you put that like that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all both coming with something. You know what I'm saying? That's making everything come together.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the relationships that we should get out here and people should be looking for in other people. You know what I'm saying? So I commend y'all on that. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing but respect right there. You know what
So,
I'm saying?
Mikey Black, let them know about you, man. Let them know about your songs, man.
Yeah, well, I'm Mikey Black. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I do music. You know what I'm saying? I'm really the music behind Maniac Collection. You know what I'm saying? We a whole brand. You know what I'm saying? We got the music. We got the clothes. We got the podcast, the media, content. You know what I'm saying? We got all of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty much behind the music branch. You know what I'm saying? I do the shows. We got, you know what I'm saying, big features. You know, we got, you know what I'm saying, people that are featured with our clothing line. We had photo shoots with certain, you know what I'm saying, photographers that's pretty much known in the game and everything. So we've been doing our thing out here for a while, you know what I'm saying? And I've been rapping for a long time. I've been rapping since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been like performing or anything, but like I just been perfecting my craft since I was younger. So I know, you know what I'm saying, to do this and do that
Right.
when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I do, you know what I'm saying? I'm an artist behind it, and this right here, this big CEO, you know what I'm saying? She behind all the clothing, the logos,
Right.
and all of that, you know what I'm saying? She make it happen. She made all this happen right here, you know what I'm saying? She missed to make it happen. You know
And my
what I'm
kids'
saying?
company is Creative Learning Strategies.
Yeah.
So they as orchestrated
Learning
to design for
Strategies.
our management of Maniac Collections 2050. Everybody's finishing a major. So my oldest, she's already out of college. My youngest, she's still in college. My son, he in the back working as a technical director. My nieces, they on call. They sing, rap, dance. We got a lot of talented kids.
Yeah.
Like we got a lot of people like to, you know, stay in the computer work, stay behind the scenes, do the paperwork. So everybody in their own little, you know, spot. We don't ever push nobody to do nothing. We want them to want to do it, you know.
Facts.
So
We
they
just
are-
basically trying to be the forefront of generational.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, generational status for our kids. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They can see what's going on, and y'all can pick up from this, because it's obvious that a lot of people getting paid a lot of money for the things that's going on now in this world. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really have to be book smart
Yeah,
to
you're right.
to create something. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that's basically what we trying to put towards the forefront. We trying to have it to the point where our next generation will have something to live on
Yeah,
and be able to do.
not made, but you know, I do YouTube, and my kids like, we want to do YouTube, Daddy. So I was watching what other people was doing. It's like, hey, let's mimic this, because you know that's how usually YouTube work. And I was like, no, that ain't what I want to do. So I was like, asked my kids one day, what y'all want to do on YouTube? So my daughter basically took it, started doing like a drawing tutorial thing. She you know, she finna be 12 this year, but it's doing better than what everybody else is doing, like eat the hot stuff, the sour
Right.
candy. We
Facts,
doing the sour
facts.
channel. We doing, and it was
It's
fun.
different, bro.
It's fun, but then it's like, nah, I want them to, you know, curate their own content. I don't want to be the one orchestrating.
Right.
For
I don't
them,
want to
so.
be the
Yeah.
orchestrator
Yeah.
because everybody
it comes
got
the
their own
best
mind.
like that, you know,
Imagination.
especially with being kids. We want them to be kids, and then we also want them to know that they are creative. You know, and we don't want to
Facts.
put too much enforce on it. We see how schools are. You know what I'm
Pressure.
saying? We see how
Force.
facilitated places are. So we kind of let ours get the mind of being free. You know, you ain't
Facts.
shackled. You can do whatever you want to do.
Creativity is definitely healing and it's freeing, especially for the Black community. It's kind of like a therapy for us.
It is.
It is. It really
It really is.
I feel like it's a renaissance
Uh-huh.
for us.
I'm
It
with you.
basically
You know what I
is.
mean? It
though.
feel like it's a renaissance for us
That's
a little
real.
bit,
That's
you know?
real
That's
right
real
there.
right
You just
there.
said something. That's real, because when I think of it, like, it bring a lot of people out of stress, a lot of people out of pain, a lot of people out of, you know what I'm saying, with something that they love to do, and it's art.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
the
I'm
social
saying?
anxiety. You know, a lot of us deal with that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Especially from my environments. Like I said, I'm from the south side of Chicago. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Wrinkles went away before a long time. I used to have these wrinkles
I'm
on.
telling
And
you.
I used to tell people, like, because I had to frown. It's not the
Yeah.
fact that I wanted to. I had
Right.
to.
Yeah.
Because people, I remember being young and people asking, you laughing. What y'all laughing for? Ain't shit funny around here. You
Real
look like, man, I'm
talk.
a kid, though.
Right.
But
See,
to
a
them,
lot
they
of
like,
people-
ain't shit funny. And then
and
once
when-
you constantly hear
My
that.
bad.
You know what I
Go
mean?
ahead.
But you constantly hear that it makes you hard.
Yeah.
And so when I moved away from here, it's like now I'm open. People like, man, T.Y., it's like, because I was in an environment that made me hard.
You know what I call
so-
that, bro? I call that trauma, bro. Like a lot of us got a lot of trauma that we don't even know about. A lot of us think that it was supposed to be that way. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
Like you said, till you
Like,
stepped out here.
Exactly.
You got to
Like,
grow
like
and knowing
real
yourself.
talk.
You like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought poverty was regular.
Yeah.
I'm just being
I had
real.
I'm gonna be real with you. I had the best childhood ever, bro. But it wasn't right.
Yeah.
That wasn't right. That wasn't right with how I was living. We weren't supposed to live like that. But in my eyes, it was.
It was normal because
It was normal.
cousins was like that. My friend across the street, my
Man.
girlfriend, who everybody was like that. So
Everybody
it
was
felt
like that.
normal
It
till you
was
start
normal.
going out those environments. Like, hold on, this
This ain't supposed
This
to be
can't
like
That's how
that.
we
This,
living?
this
Right.
wasn't like
Damn,
that.
we doing
You
something
ain't-
wrong.
you
Yeah.
ain't intelligent with yourself. You like, man, I've been on this, but I was holding it back because it is, you know.
Facts. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
Yeah.
the truth. Like, a lot of us have a lot of trauma that we don't even know we got. You know what I'm saying? And really need to talk to somebody about it. You know what I'm saying? Either talk to somebody or
That's
find
the
a
natural
different
healing
way,
way.
to get it out. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, bro, you know what I'm saying? We didn't really know that it was supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? We was just living.
It was normal.
It was normal. It was a norm. You know what I'm
For real.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get what you say when you coming from with that. So, can y'all do this for me then? I'm gonna ask both of y'all if y'all could. Won't y'all let the people know, like the people that's gonna tune into this, just get them a little motivation. Show them, you know what I'm saying, a little something that'll keep them going. You know what I'm saying?
So
It don't
you
matter
LP?
who can start.
So you
I
LP?
mean, whoever wanna start, you know what I'm saying?
Well, coming from somebody, it's funny y'all talk about trauma. I'm somebody who is currently healing from a lot of social trauma. I'm learning basic social skills at 27 years old.
All right.
And like I said, I don't really have the social skills to do the things that I've been accomplishing this past year. It's because of me just going out and facing my fears that I was able to run into T.Y. And from there, it was like a domino effect. Like, I'm just building my community one by one from every person that I meet. And it just starts with conquering that fear.
Facts.
And it's like behind that fear, it's like my weakness is speaking and being social. But behind that is a breakthrough. It's everything that you ever dreamed of.
Yes.
Dope.
Man, that's
That was
dope.
Dope as
perfectly
hell.
That's
said.
dope. That was
Yeah.
perfectly
I
said
felt
right
that.
there.
Yeah, I really
Real
did.
That's
talk.
exactly what we living out. We
Yeah,
living
I
out
like
our
it that.
dreams.
Yeah, that was hot. That was hot. Yeah. So, you know.
If I had something to say, I
Go
just
ahead.
tell people be consistent.
Yeah.
And just
Consistent.
believe in yourself. But be consistent regardless. I'm telling you, if you feel as though it's not going to other people playing, that's where we fail.
Right.
Take your time with yourself, regardless of what it is. Just take your time, because people even like with y'all podcast, like, you know, people, oh, it may not have the views, y'all may see. It's like, oh, Noriega, it's like, man, them people celebrities.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we got to find our ground, you know what I mean? As long as we find our audience and we happy with that, you know what I mean? Because
as
you're going
long
to
as
make the
we
money
do
going
our-
to come.
Right, as long as we do
Yeah,
our due diligence
yeah.
too and put out the word for other people to know, especially when we know we working from a soul purpose
Yeah.
on something
Facts.
real. We are here. We here to speak out and let it be known. We ain't in the shadows. We not meant to be hid. You know, we all done went through a lot. It's okay to talk about it. We here. You know, we breathing, and we never know who can help.
Right.
You know, we ain't trying to say that we just perfect to change the world, but the things that we have went through multiple times or learned from, and then we come and speak it out. It can be a soothing thing for somebody else just listening to us. Like, dang, you know, I could resonate with that. You know what I'm saying? I could resonate. That collective own is something. You know what I'm saying? Let's tune back in, and we might can help their state of mind going towards the
Right.
future be better. You know.
Like
But-
what we doing over here at Maniac Collection, like we trying to really get the eye of like people, real people. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many followers you got. It don't matter how big your fan base is, anything like that. Cause we don't have a big fan base, but we pulling for the underrated people that's really doing it. Somebody with a real vision, you know what I'm saying? And we are somebody with a real vision. We got a real vision behind this. It's not that we just trying to do it to be the biggest or to be the best or anything like that. We ain't in competition with nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can say. We're not in competition with nobody. We show love all across the board. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you bigger than us.
Right.
We want to see you, you know what I'm saying, at the top too. You know what I'm saying? Where we all at. That's what we trying to see, you know what I'm saying? But on a note like that, like as far as like with the motivation, what I could say is that just stay consistent, you know what I'm saying? And like just know that you can do this. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we can do, we got to know that we can do. You got to believe in yourself. You got to be your own fan of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not your own fan, if you steady criticizing yourself, that door is left open for everybody else to come in and criticize and tear down what you got going on.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you said, you know what I'm saying, consistency thing and believe in yourself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the main part of it. Like you said, you know what I'm saying? You gotta face your fears. You gotta face your fears in certain situations. If you feel like you can't do this, just go and step out and try it. You know what I'm saying? You never know. It might be the best decision you ever made. You know what I'm saying? And that's real, man. And we appreciate y'all coming, man, for real. Can y'all
Most
let everybody know where to find y'all at?
Don't
You
let
know
them
what I'm
know.
saying? All your social, all your media, your photographer, your podcast, everything. Let them know everything, man. Where they gonna find y'all at?
So my main page is Lauren O. Palmer. And you can find our business 360ville on Instagram at 360ville. So the number is 360 and Ville like Nashville.
Okay.
And for bookings, 360ville enterprise at gmail.com. We do birthday parties, weddings, anything, events.
Anything.
Any of y'all having your dog have a birthday party, have
Man,
us
they
out.
doing it all.
Have us out. And
They
then
don't
you,
pop out.
we got the Truth Lounge TV where y'all will be seeing them on a guest on the
Yeah,
show. We're going to have the
y'all
maniacs
gonna
on
see us pop
there,
up
you
in
know.
there. We coming.
We'll
yeah,
be in
we'll
there.
do that. And then I don't know if y'all ever interested on a mobile car cleaning service. We come to you on site, home, work, church. If you need your car clean, we come to wherever you at.
Okay,
And,
okay, y'all peep that, man. They
yeah.
got a mobile car service. So
That's
hit
what's
them up,
up.
man. You know what I'm saying? What's the Instagram for it?
Your Way Mobile.
Your Way Mobile.
Yep, Your
At
Way
Your
Mobile.
Way Mobile on Instagram, man. Y'all go hit them up, man. Fuck with them. And
Get that
at
detail in the
360
car
booth,
done.
Ville.
360ville.
At
360
360ville. Y'all go check them out. Y'all pull them out. They gonna get y'all right with the 360 thing. You know what I'm saying? The 360
Make
booth.
you dizzy.
I'm telling you, it's gonna it's gonna make you dizzy, man. You know what I'm saying? And thank y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming to the
Most
Maniac
definitely.
Collection Show, having this little good conversation with us. It's always good to have good conversation with good people. You know what I'm saying? And y'all some good people. We appreciate y'all coming, man.
Thank y'all.
I appreciate y'all coming out